Hi, Leo. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you found it because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot. This could be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, wherever it is that you have Leo in your chart. So be sure and give me a thumbs up and like the video, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. It really helps my channel to grow, and I really appreciate that. But it also pushes the messages out into the algorithm more so that others can get the guidance that they need. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you. So on the bottom of the deck, we have this Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about looking out into the horizon, out to the future, and really making a decision, right? Twos are about choice and decision. So this is about needing to make a choice or a decision to leave a comfort zone in order to explore or to find new things, right? So he's standing at the top of this castle, but he needs to leave that castle in order to go out on an adventure. And he has this globe in his hand. So it's like he has the whole world at his fingertips and he has the whole world that he could explore, but he has to leave that castle in order to do so. And it's also about being grounded and making a plan, right? You don't just jump off that tower. You make a plan and just take those next steps, right? In order to kind of move into some kind of new beginning or, again, some kind of new adventure, expansion. So the current situation is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about moving on and leaving situations that are no longer emotionally fulfilling. I keep getting this card in all of the collective readings because it does have an eclipse on it. So I feel like this eclipse season, there are lots of changes, lots of walking away from things that no longer serve us. So, this could be a job that you're no longer happy at. This could be a relationship that was once very fulfilling and no longer is, whether that's a friendship or family member, love relationship, whatever it is for you. This is just something that is no longer making you happy. You're no longer emotionally fulfilled where you are, and it's time to move on from that. The blockage is the magician. So the magician is the master manifester, right? He has everything that he needs to create his reality. He has the air, earth, fire, water. He's got cups, wands, swords, pentacles, and he creates anything he wants here on earth, and he takes that action to go after it. So he's very empowered, very decisive. I feel like maybe you are not feeling in your power, right? Like you're feeling defeated or disempowered, right? Like you just don't have what it takes to walk away, or you don't have what it takes once you walk away. Where are you going, right? Like he has no idea what he's heading into. He's just walking off into the dark. But the thing with the Eight of Cups is that he lets the moonlight lead the way, right? It's like, because the moon is shining down, and let that light the path for you. And with this eclipse, it is about the conscious and subconscious, right? Because it has the sun and the moon is all about the psyche, the subconscious, right? Which could be fears. But this is really kind of that balance between the known and unknown. Like you're leaving something that's known, right? Like you know what you're leaving, but you don't know where you're going. And that can be really confusing, and it can leave you feeling like you don't have control or you don't have the power to do it. And the root cause of this situation is the Seven of Cups. So this is confusion, right? This is maybe you thought things were too good to be true, or, there's just a lot of, I always see the fog in this card, like getting lost in the fog, this disillusionment, right? Like there's lots of confusion, which is leaving you feeling like you don't have control, or you don't have the power to create your own reality or to do what it is that you want to do. And I feel like that's kind of like an underlying fear of yours. So in the recent past, what is still affecting the situation? We have the Queen of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is your energy. You could have been dealing with another fire sign, right? But again, this can be you walking away from lacking confidence and that creativity, right? Because she is like the court card of the magician. They call her the witch of the tarot because she has this black cat, but she also creates her reality. She's very fiery, very passionate, right? Like you know what you want. You're a fire sign. You go after it, right? So I feel like this, there was some kind of lack of confidence and just not being able, you just didn't have that power, right? You didn't feel empowered to move forward. Maybe it was just a very draining situation, right? Whatever it was for you. Again, it'll be different because it's a general reading. So you take it how it resonates. Whatever situation that you feel like you need to walk away from, or maybe you're in the process of walking away from that situation. So the message from your higher self or your guides is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is this lack mindset, right? Like this focusing on what you don't have. You don't have the money, you don't have the resources, you don't have the willpower, you don't have the strength, right? Whatever this lack mentality is, it is a mindset that you need to move on from, right? Don't focus on the lack because there are people that can help you or your guides are helping you, right? Like there is always help. There is this window here. So they're right next to a building and they can knock on that window or they can go to a door and knock and get the help that they need, right? And get comfort or, rely on others to get you through this. Just don't focus on what's lacking here. Especially if you're walking away, right, from a job and now you're worried about stability, you're worried about money, right? I feel like Spirit is just telling you not to focus on that and to really focus on, the good and focus on where you could go and all of the possibilities that lay before you, right? By leaving this behind and stepping out of this comfort zone. So in the immediate future, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about overcoming obstacles. This is like perseverance, pushing through. Like you're right at the end of something here because after this comes the 10, right? Which is the end of a cycle. So I feel like you're in the last little bit of whatever it is that you're dealing with and really just needing to push through, right? Like they call him the wounded warrior because he has a bandage on his head. But he's looking back at all of these lessons that he has been through and everything that he has learned from that and then taking that into the next chapter. So I feel like this is you like really pushing through this last little bit, right? And just again knowing that you're not alone and that you can do this. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about comfort. This is about memories, nostalgia. It's like happiness, right? That joy, feeling safe, feeling comfortable. So you could be feeling like you could be focusing on the past, right? Like what could have been, like the memories of whatever it is that you're walking away from, right? And really focusing too much on that and feeling like you are comfortable where you are and it's hard to kind of step out of that comfort zone, right? Um, just thinking about like memories in the past. So in your environment, the influence here is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is stable, grounded. She is very nurturing. She is kind. So this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Earth sign or you could have Earth in your chart, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But she is also very in tune with nature and her intuition, right? This is like deepening your spiritual practice or really focusing on the practical aspects of things, right? In order to move forward. Very detailed, very planned out. So maybe there's just this need to plan things, right? Because you do have the Two of Wands here as well. So maybe planning how you're going to walk away or planning your next steps after walking away, right? And just remaining practical, grounded, maybe even getting out into nature if you can do so. So in your hopes and fears, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a new opportunity, right? This is that fresh energy and some sort of like it's being enthusiastic, right? And learning and really kind of going after something here. I feel like you're really hoping to have a new opportunity or to be open to new things coming in, right? Going on some kind of adventure. Because he is very grounded, right? But he is very enthusiastic, and it is a fire sign. It's a wand, right? It's fire. So I feel like you're really hoping to kind of have some kind of new beginning or open up to new opportunities. I really love that. I think that's a good mindset to be in. So I love this. The potential outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, and that's amazing energy. So this is an opportunity, right? Pentacles. Aces are gifts from the divine. So there is an opportunity being given to you by the divine here. It's up to you to take that opportunity. And I feel like you will because, you had that Page of Wands. Like you're really hoping to open up to new things and you're really hoping for some kind of new adventure or opportunity here. And I feel like it's going to come to you. So the Ace of Pentacles can be a new job. It can be a new relationship. It's just a very stable, grounded energy with that pentacle. And I really love that. So there is some sort of new opportunity, new beginning coming in here. I feel like right now it's just about planning, right? And how would you move forward with that new beginning? Like if you've been manifesting some kind of new job, how, you get that new job, what's the next plan, right? What is it? Out of state? Are you going to have to move? Like what are the plans? Are you going to have to take a pay cut? What's the plan for that, right? Like this is just about not jumping all in, taking your time with things and let things end and walk away from what needs to be walked away from. And then take those small steps, right? Because you do have like this grounded earth energy. And then the Two of Wands, which is about making a plan and taking at least one or two steps, right, into the direction you do want to go here. So I really love this energy. I feel like, you walking away from something here is going to open up a door for a whole new opportunity. And, it's going to be very stable, very grounded. And I really love that for you. I think that's awesome. And I feel like you're really open to it. So I hope that message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.